Hi, hello, this is not the usual place that I'm in, but it's the new one, and no, I'm probably not going to decorate. Oh, and there's only one outlet, which is currently being overloaded by daisy-chained electrical cords around my room, and probably going to fry me to death. I feel like it's a universal experience as a kid to try to move something with your mind or test if you have some sort of superpower. Mine was when I was 10 years old in the school bathroom taking the largest excrement that this planet has ever seen, and the door started opening slowly because it was a janky public school lock. And with the shit falling out of my ass, and the blood vessel popping out of my forehead, I prayed, lifted my hand, and just... It didn't work. Multiple girls walked in on me. I'm now shit shy. That process of seeing if you're an Avenger is a vital part of being a kid, but now with TikTok, it's everywhere, and usually in the form of fairies. Though today I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about their not-so-distant cousins, which are TikTok telekinetics. Telekinesis, for the two people who don't know what I'm talking about, is a not-real, hypothetical superpower where you can move things with your mind. The group of people posting these TikToks come at all different ages. We start off with just kids being kids and work our way up to adults using the term spirituality as a crutch, as if it were their lifeline. And nobody's safe. I'm going to be watching all of them and also trying it out myself, because how do I know it's not real if I don't try it? Most of the TikTok telekinetics use a piece of foil that they're usually spinning around or moving. This first guy is a real telekinetic, and he has a little something to say about that.
We all have telekinesis abilities. We do, but we have to connect and work with it. If you're trying to pretend that you do, you don't, bitch. No, the air around my hand just caused that to move. It's liminal foil. Come on, come on.
Wow, okay, so he agrees that it's just air around your hand. Now, how are we going to prove that we're real telekinetics?
I got a clear quartz wrapped in copper with the point. See the point? Then I have the liminal foil on top, right? Then I have a piece of glass. Hello, I place it on top. It's not gonna move.
I mean, that's pretty solid. If I saw someone spin that shit under a piece of glass, I'd probably assume that they're a telekinetic or have after effects.
This is how you do it. Rub your hands together, hover it on the side, focus, concentrate, not move, bitch. Simple is 1, 2, 3. Any words? Any questions?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't really show us, you just kind of told us how to. I feel like to give a tutorial, you have to do a demonstration. Oh, silly me. He posted a TikTok showing us his real telekinesis. What happened to the glass? I mean, you were just so adamant that people who weren't cutting off the airflow were faking their superpowers that you truly have. But you kind of just folded all of your claims in half. This video got 2 million likes. 2 million people liked a video of a person kicking the edge of their door out of frame while a Stranger Things audio played in the background. It almost feels ironic for a lot of these videos, but then you click on their accounts and they're dead serious. The best part about all of these TikTok telekinetics is that in 6 years, none of them are going to remember their password. My old password used to be Rainbow Loom Legend 12, and it's one of the only things I really remember from my childhood, other than trying to convince my entire second grade class that I was a bloodthirsty vampire. Whatever happened to those, huh? When I was little, it was vampires versus werewolves, and now it's furries versus fairies. I guess the wolves are, like, still around, just in a different format. I'm gonna take it upon myself in a few years to organize a boxing match between all of the TikTok telekinetics, fairies, fidget trading kids, and faking disorders. We're gonna have a fucking battle, and let me just tell you, I'm putting all of my money on the fidget trading kids, alright? Those top-tier manipulators. Though don't be mistaken, because the fairies would pack the hardest punch. Whoa, that one had to have been real. I mean, there's no way it could have been wind from their hand. Yeah, by the way, the window's open. You just included the inner mechanics of your intergalactical superpower. I mean, I know you're probably 11, but try to at least angle the camera in a more believable way. You're not fooling a soul. We saw you tap that. I know your mother and I just went through a crazy divorce, but I've gotten 3 phone calls this week from school telling me that you've been running around the playground telling other kids that I gave you a 500 milligram weed brownie, and from that you've contracted telekinesis. It was 200. How do you give your child a phone and not go through it as a parent? I feel like if you truly care even the tiniest smidge about your kids, you wouldn't let them embarrass themselves like this on a platform with millions of people. Screamed, and I opened, and I did it. So, telekinesis is real. I'm trying to remember all of these important things to keep in mind for when I'm doing telekinesis later. Over the past few years, Earth has been hit with many tragedies, such as COVID, wildfires. Now, YouTubers are starting to multiply in the form of babies. Shane Dawson's getting one of those soon. I'm gonna have to Add another boxing match. But one of the biggest tragedies had to have been Stranger Things. Hear me out. You probably know where I'm going with this. 11 has telekinesis. People have no hobbies. People start faking telekinesis. Bam. Views. Telekinesis has been lingering online for a while, but it wasn't until Stranger Things dropped where suddenly half the population got it. It's like a bad case of food poisoning, but instead of vomiting up Chipotle, you're levitating cars. Before the next TikTok, I just want you to remember the usage of number tattoos on people's wrists throughout history and how putting one there today might not be too bright of an idea. Yeah, cool. You like the character, wear the same outfits, you know, got the same cut going on, you know, nothing seems abnormal, just your regular old, not at all offensive, Stranger Things video. Maybe they don't know about the Holocaust? I don't know. I feel like that's a really hard thing to miss. Just judging off their bio, I personally do not want to find myself messing with this spicy alien psychic witch. I'm not even going to touch this because I know if I do, they're just going to print out my face and tape it onto their little tinfoil tower. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and my head's going to be compressed with moon craters. I feel like I should also mention that this person has made the bold claim that they've stopped a moving truck with their mind. Yeah, I've also done this. I was actually driving and a truck pulled up next to me and I stopped it. We were both at a red light, but I stopped him with the power of my mind. Now, as another extension of Stranger Things fans, we have the lab kids, which if you've watched Stranger Things is exactly how it sounds. There's kids on TikTok who are role-playing as if they've been trapped in some sort of telekinetic science lab and are currently being abused, and not saying that it's a role-play. Obviously, if you have a third of a functioning brain, you know that this is fake, but there are these millennial Shane Dawson conspiracy theorist fans who are concerned. Attention to all people who do telekinesis. They're taking some of us to the lab today, which means you will see more vans. Please don't do telekinesis outside. They're watching us. Most of the lab ones look fake, because they are. I don't know why I'm expecting them to look real. I was just reading my book, and then my mom knocked on the door. She dropped off these clothes and told me to get changed into them. These are lab clothes, though. It's just a white t-shirt. Is that all it takes? Can I go to the lab? Really strict labs make really sneaky kids. Some people in the comments were theorizing and saying that it's probably a psych ward, but I think it might just be an apartment complex. Honestly, props to this account. This is the most realistic one I've seen yet, but I seriously wonder where your parents are. The lab doesn't know about the phone. They shaved our hair when we first got here, but it grew out. This is not related to the Stranger Show. Haven't even watched TV. We can't call the police. Our lab is government run. So you're telling me you've outsmarted the government and snuck in a phone? Something isn't adding up here, and it's not just your ages. I'm sorry, but I refuse to believe that someone my age is doing this with their free time. If you've been foaming at the mouth this entire time and truly just dying to know the inside of one of these laboratories and how they function, don't worry, because lab awareness has us covered. I only had vegetables and some soup for food. Ugh. The papa will give you and sweet or chocolate to share with who you want if you behave good. Well, when I learned telekinesis, I can only hope that when I'm taken away to the lab, that the papa will give me and sweet. Something hit me in that moment, something big. It was like a feeling, it was like I was contracting some sort of power. I have received at 3:14 a.m. in the morning an ability. I've received telekinesis. Fuck. I wanted to stand up, but the desk is too short. Great, now I'm gonna look like Keemstar. Something is still off. I can't do telekinesis in this sort of habitat. For a lot of these tutorials, I ask you to grab light things so you can move with your mind, and then you move up gradually. So I have light and then heavy. I think the lightest thing here would have to be this gum wrapper, and then for the heaviest, I have these AirPods, which don't work because they are waterlogged. Now you may be asking, how did these get waterlogged? I dropped them in the toilet at school, and now they're just a useless rock that sits on my desk. Oh, and I also have this some sort of Harry Potter wand, which I've stolen from my sibling. I don't really know what to do with this. Okay, now that I've received my magical gifts, it's time to watch some tutorials so that I can become deranged, or more appropriately titled, telekinetic. First, we're gonna follow some beginner tutorials and then work our way up to entering the Stranger Things void, which is entirely real. I just remembered that I have Christian neighbors and I'm 50 feet in the sky in front of a massive window doing what looks like cult-like activities. If a cross-shaped boomerang flies through my window, decapitates me, and delivers my head back to them, you know exactly who did it. I feel like I should set the lighting. Okay, this is good. Here's a tip for energy manipulation. Light some incense. Cleanse your hands. Oh, just gonna do it before and after. Alright, hand that wasn't cleansed. Okay. Hand that... Great, that was the exact same thing. Okay, well, I have incense, but we're not gonna do this because it didn't work. And why would I do something that doesn't work? I'm only here about things that do work. Things that are real. I'm here for telekinesis. Stay hydrated. Focus. Rub your hands for energy. And practice movements. Rub your hands for energy. Oh my god, I can feel it already. Gotta be fucking folded. How the fuck did I not? I'm so excited. You know, I'm feeling real fucking discouraged. I'm gonna need another one of these. Tutorial for telekinesis. Find something light. Paper, tinfoil. Okay. An hour and 30 minutes? No, we're not. We're not gonna be doing that. Oh, relax. for 5 to 10 minutes. Then look all around the object you're trying to move and talk to it. All right, I fucking got this. I am a spicy alien psychic witch. Move. Alright, there's more tutorials. Hello, here's a tutorial on how to improve your telekinesis / get telekinesis for beginners. If you don't have telekinesis, this will be harder and longer. Well, it's a good thing that I already have it. Grab a small, light object. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna swap this out. Alright, we're gonna go with the foil. Tense up your hand a lot. Yeah. Point your hand on the object and focus hard. This may cause headaches afterwards, which is normal. How to do telekinesis for beginners. Rub a piece of paper towel. Rub your hands for 20 to 30 seconds. Alright, 30 seconds. I've barely watched Stranger Things, but we're going to watch a tutorial on how to enter the Stranger Things void and hopefully get there ourselves.
Okay, I haven't been able to go into the void yet.
Yeah, I haven't either. Don't worry.
But I'm going to do what has almost worked for me. So search up static noise and play whichever video. Make sure all lights are off, because if they aren't, then you can't like go into the void properly, you know?
I'm guessing that candles don't count as lights, so I'm just gonna turn off like the electrical lights.
And all natural light is then blocked out.
Natural light? Does that count? I don't think that counts.
Then you're going to need like a blindfold or something. Tie it around and play the static noise. Then just try and focus and relax. And once you like start to like feel something, that's what I done, and it's almost worked for me.
Seems pretty simple. All right, here we go. It's not working. I don't know why, but for some reason I was half expecting something to actually happen. You know, this whole time we've been talking about telekinesis, when in reality I already have telepathy unlocked. And I'm actually getting some sort of wave right now. Let me just check it. You said, where did I get this candle from?
Cosmic candles?
That's right. Instead of doing a sheet sponsorship where I lie to you for a minute straight, I'm just gonna say my actual opinions. This is the best candle I've ever had, best smelling candle ever, and it lasts a while too. I've had these for about like 2 weeks. And I also bought these myself. They weren't like sent to me or anything. Anyways, Cosmic Candles linked below, and if you use code CYBER5, all caps, you get 5% off, which is pretty cool. The Dionysus one is my favorite right now. Now, since I'm officially a telekinetic god, who has mastered telekinesis all the way up to the final form, I'm declaring this video over. I'm leaving, here's my Twitter, and don't go near white vans because they will indeed take you to Papa. Bye.